JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. It is plain text. It's used for storing and exchanging data. It is language independent, even though it uses JavaScript syntax. And it can be used and read by any other programming language. Let's go to the studio and I'll tell you more about it. This video is going to be short, but still, please feel free to jump around this video. These are the timestamps and you can only watch the parts that you need. Your time will be respected on this channel. The data that we receive from the server, or the data that we send from the browser to the server, can only be of certain formats, and plain text is always acceptable, and of course it is very small in size, partially why it is acceptable. And with JSON, we can store JavaScript objects as text. JavaScript objects can be converted to JSON and sent to the server, and also the server can send us the data in JSON, and we can convert it into JavaScript objects very, very easily. You already probably know this, but you can have multiple JavaScript objects inside, nested into objects like so. The syntax is almost the same as JavaScript. Data is in key value pairs, colon in between, and separated by comma. Objects are inside curly brackets, or curly brackets. Arrays are in square brackets, like so. I said almost the same, so what's the difference? Strings are written in only double quotes, not single quotes. Even the keys can only be strings, unlike JavaScript. And acceptable values are string, number, boolean, null, another object, and array. Unlike JavaScript, it doesn't accept functions and undefined values. JSON versus XML. If you don't care about XML, just jump to the next section. So XML, which stands for Extensible Markup Language, also stores data in plain text format, just like JSON, and it is used for storing, transporting, and sharing data. But seriously, look at this and tell me why JSON is more efficient than XML. JSON doesn't have tags, it's short, it's easy to read, and it has arrays, and parsing XML is way more complicated than JSON. Which brings us to third section. The data that comes from the server is always a string, and you can parse the data with this. Stringify. When sending a data to the server, also the data must be string, and we use this function, JSON.stringify. This is an example. Accessing and modifying JSON, accessing the values are either by using dot notation, like this, or bracket notation, like this. Then if you wanted to modify a value, you just set it equal to the new value, just like this. You can delete properties from an object by using this command. Delete the object dot whatever, just like this. Well, that was it. Just thanks so much for watching. I hope I could help. If you want to stick around, just stick around. There's a button down there that you know what to do if that's what you feel like. It can be used by any programming language. And wait, what? Dude, give me some space. Jesus. JSON stands for JavaScript. JavaScript what? Object notation.